Now, Kia is working on something called gesture control. It's very interesting, this. Instead of having buttons all over the dashboard of your car, you will just sort of wave your hand around a bit and the car will do stuff.
Very futuristic.
Yeah.
But I only make 3 gestures when I'm driving a car. What? One of them is, ooh, which means I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And then there's hi to a friend, and...
Call Jeremy Clarkson. Or navigate to James May's house.
Ooh, now, you know those motorway gantries that are supposed to be used to tell you about stationary traffic ahead or ice?
Yes.
But they're actually used for telling you stuff that just doesn't matter. I mean, the picture of one here. Yeah, check your fuel level. You might as well say, wash your hands after going to the lavatory.
Brush your hair.
Yeah, well, anyway, the committee that decides on what messages are flashed up, and it is a committee, we checked, has been told to stop doing that sort of thing, OK? Because the government says it's distracting. But it isn't distracting, it's irritating. Scarlett Johansson in a short skirt on a windy day on a motorway bridge, that is distracting.
That would be...
It's
distracting me right now.
Yeah.
I think what would be distracting would be if you painted the surface of the motorway so that it looked like the opening sequences of Doctor Who as you drove along.
That would be really distracting.
I think they should use those signs to put up pub quiz questions as you drive past. Just ask them, come on,
That's a really good idea. What, and then you have the answer on the next one along?
Yeah, journeys that just fly by. Ooh, I don't know. And then you get the answer.
Brilliant.
Yes, thank you.
Not if my little sister set the questions, because
Why?
you'd get the question on one and then the next one would go, oh, come on, you must know that.
Please, can we move on? I'd like to talk about this. It's the new Corvette Z6. Oh, yeah, supercharged V8, 6.2 litres, 625 brake horsepower. It's got a magnetic ride control, electronic diff, carbon fibre, all the high-tech stuff you get on a European sports car.
Yeah, it doesn't really have the European self-restraint, though, does it? That's a bit more shock and awe than stiff upper lip.
Yeah, but look at it. It's
No, Hammond, you can't drive a Corvette in England. It's like talking in a lift. You can do that in America, you can't do that in Britain. In fact, we should have signs at Heathrow telling American visitors, please drive on the left and don't talk in lifts.
Yes, whatever, but I think that looks stupendous. It looks great.
Yes, it would look stupendous in Texas, but it would look ridiculous in Tewkesbury. It would. Hammond, if you bought one of those and drove it around in England, the next thing you'd do would be hanging up a Confederate flag outside your house.
I did paint a Confederate flag on the roof of my Toyota Corolla when I was 17.
Where were you?
Ripon, North Yorkshire. What? Look,
Let
brilliant.
me just get this straight. You drove around North Yorkshire in a crappy little Japanese hatchback with a Confederate flag on the roof.
Yeah.
A symbol of slavery. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 years of Hammond.
I just thought it looked nice.
The base model of this,
Yes.
not the Z06, the normal one, 60 grand?
62, yes.
Well, for about the same sort of money, you can have this, which is the new Jag, OK? This is the F-Type Coupe. That's around the same sort of money. And I put it to you that what we have here is a lovely piece of double Gloucester on a water biscuit. Your Corvette is 600 kilos of Monterey Jack on a teacup.
I'd rather have that.
You'd rather have the Monterey Jack, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Surely it's 600 kilograms of Monterey Jack on a Takeo with a strawberry on top.
Strawberry.
There's always a strawberry on top. What, are there any Americans here?
Yeah, no. You are?
Hey, we've wondered
Why
about this
do
for
you
years.
put strawberries on everything?
Because they taste good.
Yeah, but not on a shepherd's pie.
This is not an exaggeration. I stayed in a hotel in LA. I had to have some dry cleaning done. And when it came back in the morning, it was all wrapped up and there was a strawberry on it.
What, on your dry cleaning?
No, on my dry cleaning.
Now, this isn't news, it's a question. Why is the world still incapable of working out a way of dispensing petrol? I mean, anyone been to America? Well, you must have all been to America, I suppose, at some point. You go into a petrol station there and you have to pay for the fuel before you've filled your tank. You don't know how much you want or how much it's going to take.
Yes, but I hate those European stations where they have those automatic credit card ones.
Don't work.
No, they never
Work.
No.
The other one that doesn't work, and especially in France, are those ones where you're supposed to put euro notes in a little slot.
No, they don't.
And
No.
You put it in and it goes... Oh. There's a lot of people doing that and they go...
I'll give you the worst scenario, James. Worst scenario is... Yeah, there we go. Get the pump out.
Yeah.
But the worst country in the world for filling up with petrol is Britain, because petrol stations here now are also supermarkets, which means that people pull up at the pump and then go and do their shopping.
But that's exactly why I was late this morning, because I pulled up behind the car that was at the pump, ready for my turn, and I knew who it was through the window. It was a woman. She was doing the whole weekly grocery shop. And she came out with the 4 massive carrier bags, and I thought, well, that's finally it now. And then she went to the cash machine and sorted out Greece's national debt with her card and a lot of numbers. I mean, I am a patient man. But I mean, even I was thinking, I want to put your head in a brown paper bag and bludgeon you to death with the blunt end of an axe. And that's isn't it?
Quite bad.
Do you know, my question in petrol stations, and we could ask this here, and it's mostly women. What do you do in the 15 minutes between getting into the car and driving off?
I know what it is. I know what it is, because I watched it.